Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to use the spreadsheet that I've made with all the drugs of the second year Cambridge Medical School Pharmacology course. So here we are. When you open up the spreadsheet, I'd recommend going to the README tab, which contains some information on how to use the spreadsheet. Okay, and you see here on the bottom there are lots of different tabs. The ones that are numbered contain, one tab is for one lecture series. So the first one here is on drug receptor interactions, and you can see that there are the drugs here listed in the table, and they're usually by default organized alphabetically. And on top you can see three boxes. The leftmost one just contains some general information on the lecture series and some words of advice if I have any. And then we've got a legend here in the middle on the color coding of the drugs, and then some information on how to use the auto filter. Because obviously it's no good just learning the drugs in alphabetical order. So what we want to do is we want to filter our list to come up with a bit of a more comprehensive group of drugs. So for this, you go to the tag column here on the right, and let's say for now we want to select all the drugs that have to do with calcium channels. So you go here onto CA and just click on it, and that will now make your list of drugs a lot shorter. Just list all the calcium channel drugs. And next you can go to the adjacent tag column and just sort ascending. Usually there's some numbers in here, so if you sort now, you've got a logical list of drugs that you can now learn by heart. So what you can do next is just print this. Here we are, and in this spreadsheet it's always important that you just select exactly the page that you want to print. So that's page 2 in this case, and it'll give you a one-page overview or summary of all the calcium channel drugs. Okay, so let's look at another tab here, for example number 7, which is the final lecture series on chemotherapy, and let's select all the drugs to do with cancer. Now you can see that some drugs have more than one label because they fit in more than one category. So in this case, if you want to filter your list, you go to the custom filter here, and then you select contains, and you type in cancer. That is now selected any drug with the label cancer. And now you can go to the next tag and, for example, select covalent, so drugs that attach themselves covalently to the target. And then you can, in the next tag now, sort this. So now they're all in a nice little order again for you to print. So this is how I would recommend using the spreadsheet. What else is contained in here? So you've got 2 tabs in the end, which just contain drugs that are mentioned again in different lecture series. So this is kind of an overview. One is about the Vaughan-Williams classification of drugs, and the next one is about toxins, because they absolutely love their toxins, and you're going to have a good time learning them all by heart for the exam. And then the final tab contains just all the drugs with empty cells, so you can actually test yourself and learn them by heart after printing this out. So let's say we now select all the drugs to do with adrenoreceptors, and then select all the drugs to do with alpha adrenoreceptors. And now what you can do is just print this list of names and just test yourself if that's what you'd like to do. And finally here, the second tab just contains an overview of all the different drugs that you're meant to be learning. You can see that's quite a long list. And all the blue drugs are on the reduced list, and all the black drugs are on the full list. And again, you can just organize them any way you like. You can print this out and put it on your wall if you like. It should fit on 2 pages. So here we go. That's the spreadsheet. So enjoy.